Hello and welcome to the Scare Series Files. I'm your host, Sabrina, and today we are going to try and uncover what this little horror series has to offer. So in this documentary, I will be interviewing one person from each of the Scare Series episodes, and ask them questions about the certain happenings in said episode. Here we are at the scene of episode 1, where the famous Devon death scene happened. So a lot happened in this episode, but why was Devon looking for a camera? And why was he eating a sandwich? So to answer these questions, we have the man himself, Devon, here. Devon, how are you today?
I'm okay.
So in this Scare series, can you tell us what you were actually doing with that camera?
I just wanted to take photos of Tupac in Cuba, but, I don't live in Cuba.
Oh, okay. But why did you have a sandwich with you?
Man's gotta eat, right? The sub's a sub. I bought the sub, so I had to have the sub. I ate it.
Oh, okay. But here's my favorite scene from the episode. Rate it 1 to 10.
Yeah, for sure. That was a solid 5 right there. That was honestly my favorite part of filming.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for all this information, Devon. It won't go to waste, I promise.
Yeah, I was forced to be here.
Well, after that, here we are at the setting of episode 3, the tree where Tyler got murdered. You know this episode is a classic. It's got everything, like Tyler checking the weather and it being wrong, and a guy that looks like Devon letting Jack in. And here we are with Tyler from episode 3. Hi, Tyler.
Hi.
This episode is really interesting, because it's called Forecast, but why were you checking the weather in the first place?
Well, let's just say we can't have it snowing all the time.
Okay then, but I also wanted to ask what was going on with Jack when he went into the classroom. Who let him in? Was it Devon or someone new?
I don't know, just go ask Jack.
That's a really good point. I want to show you my favorite scene from episode 3. Rate it 1 out of 10.
Wow, that's a solid 2. That really hurt, you know.
Oh, okay, Tyler. I think that's all we need you for. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
You know this episode is a classic. It's a Christmas special, where Devon is somehow alive and he wants to steal presents. The new villain is around, but it's not Jack. This is an awesome episode, and here to answer some questions, we have somebody you've probably never seen before. It's Megan, the owner of the Elf on the Shelf villain. Hi.
Well, hi there, Sabrina. Nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too. I know you're new here, but why is Devon a thief in this episode? It's just not like him.
Well, it's probably because Jack brings him back to life, right?
Oh yeah, good point. By the way, where did you originally get the Elf on the Shelf?
Oh, well, I just got him at Alice's Toy Barn.
Oh, nice. Well, I want to show you a scene from my favorite episode, episode 4. Be sure to give it a 1 out of 10 rating.
Wow, that's a solid 4. He didn't even die. I want to die.
Alright, thank you for being here with me. See you later.
Arigatou gozaimashita.
And here we are at the setting of episode 2. Honestly, it's not one of my favorite episodes because my favorite character, Kyle, gets axed off. This episode is interesting because it poses a lot of questions. Like, why was Kyle hungry in the first place? And what was in that popcorn that poisoned him? So to answer some of these hard-hitting questions, we have Kyle from mostly every single episode of the Scare series. Hello, Kyle.
Hey, how are you doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
Glad to hear it. I'm doing pretty well.
So this episode's pretty interesting because it all leads up to how you get killed. How exactly did that happen?
Well, let's just say when I'm hungry, stuff starts to happen.
Well, that's pretty interesting. But if you were really, really hungry, what would be your choice of food?
Popcorn, definitely. And a little bit of sauce on the side for good measure.
Alright, but now I'm going to show you one of my favorite scenes from the Scare series, and you're going to have to rate it 1 out of 10.
Solid 6, definitely. I did die, so, yeah.
Alright, Kyle. Thank you for talking with me. See you later.
Finally. Took you long enough.
And finally, here we are at one of the final settings for one of the final episodes of the Scare series. This episode is pretty interesting since it covers the whole backstory of the main character, Jack, and how he became who he was, from trial to not getting anything that he wants. This episode is all about him. And here we are with the man himself, the man under the beanie, Jack. Jack, hi.
Hello.
So, Jack, this episode's pretty heavy, showing that you got bullied in the episode. Is this true? Did it actually happen?
Yes, and every day. Well, not anymore.
Wow, that must have been really rough. Though, something that was pretty important in the episode that I find really interesting is the fact that you have powers. What other powers do you have, if you have any?
I don't want to tell.
Alright, well, fine then. But I want to show you a scene from this episode, and you gotta rate it 1 out of 10.
That's a solid 10. I love this one.
Oh, well, thank you so much for coming to this interview. Have a nice day. So, these interviews were not really that successful, but we got enough information from all of that. And right now, I'm going to leave. Goodbye. I'm checking out.